What is going on? Does anybody else get excited when they see buildings like this? We are at a middle school over in South Carolina, and they are getting a lot of work done, primarily on the roofs. And one of our friends is a roofing contractor, big company, and not only are they asking us to give them a quote on the roofs, but they're also asking for all the buildings to be pressure washed as well. So let's take a walk around and see what it looks like. Jobs like this offer such a pleasurable and rewarding experience because they are so dirty, yet they can become so clean. This building will look brand new when it's cleaned. Hopefully we're the guys that are gonna do it. But as you can see, this is a stucco or an ephes substrate, and it is definitely gonna need to be soft washed. 12-volt system, gas powered, whatever it is, we've got them both, and we will clean it all the mildew off, at least, and the mold and everything else with the soft wash system. Up there, you've got a lot of dirt daubers, as well as some hornets nests, wasp nests, and that's going to take the pressure washer to take care of those and remove those. And this is a perfect example of a surface that would be absolutely gorgeous once we put a little bit of our soft wash love to it. Lots of debris, lots of mildew, lots of mold, and that is the roof. They want this cleaned as well. So we'll be giving them a quote on this and all of these. This is a nice middle school right here. It's actually multiple campuses. You've got a middle school and a lower school. And then right over there is a river. So really nice piece of property here. So we have done a tremendous amount of roofs. We've done metal roofs. We've never done metal roofs this expansive or this dirty. Maybe this dirty. Typically they are not silver, so it doesn't show up as much. Anyway, I just FaceTimed Scott Gerard. Scott Cleans It, Gerard Pro Wash, just to get his expertise advice because he's actually tackled a couple of these metal roofs. He said, crank up the soap, and that is key. So thanks, Scott. You've taken the title. You are now the Dean of Clean. I'm gonna step back so we can see the full scope of this project. Nice little courtyard area. You've got some rust stains from those iron grates. There will definitely be an immense amount of sodium hypochlorite used on this job. In a scenario like this is about an hour away from our shop. So most likely, instead of hauling trailers and trucks every day and chemical, we'll probably bring everything we need, lock it up somewhere here, lots of real estate, just to kind of conserve wear and tear and everything else. Nothing was said about concrete, but gosh, this sure needs it. I would love to do that. This is definitely a big one. And that is a middle school. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of these projects that this company has bid on. And the one that we're looking at right now is ready to go immediately. So we will find out. I have to have the bid to my contact by today, which is a Wednesday. He is going to submit everything on Thursday, and they said that it's an open bid and they should find out very quickly who gets the job. So we'll see how it goes. None of the surfaces bother me at all. I know that we can do right by these folks and get this building or these buildings looking beautiful. It is just the roofs. That is a lot. But again, that's why they called us. We're the guys. Some of these roofs are making me start to think that having a lift would be the ideal scenario here. We've got plenty of access all around to maneuver and get a lift, boom lift, right up on top of that, spray it down, which would make the job a lot easier. As you can see in some of these areas right here, that black is coming from the gutters. On that side, not so much, it's everywhere. But it would be very difficult and not the safest if we could get that easily from the ground. That would be a lot more difficult. These metal roofs get so slippery once you apply the detergent and the surfactant that you are not going to walk on these, no matter really what the pitch is. So definitely a lift. And I've got my thoughts on lifts. If we can do it without a lift, I'm all about it. That's more money in our pocket. But with a job like this, it's going to save us a tremendous amount of time and definitely well worth the expense. All right, so I have walked the entire perimeter of the building, and I don't know yet what I'm going to quote, but I do have a pretty good idea of what it's going to take to get this thing cleaned. So I am going to take measurements of everything, not physically, but online, and come up with a price, put it together, send it over to my friend Ian, and hopefully he calls back in a couple days and says, let's get started. So there is another school job, and this is a big one. A couple points: metal roof, slippery, a little bit more dangerous, a lot more surfactant, and a lot more SH. That's going to increase the price. It's an hour away, to and from. I don't necessarily love that, but if this is something that we can put a couple guys on for, I'm guessing about a week, maybe a little bit longer, then, you know, these are all things that we have to take into account when we're quoting. Let me know what you think about this job. And if you're close to South Carolina or Georgia, maybe you come down and help me. We'll see. Scott, bring that nice skid that you got over at Southeast Soft Wash. Bring that puppy down here. Let's squirt some bleach. Regardless, this is a good one. Hopefully we get it. All right, so I just got back, sent over the estimate. It was about 183,000 square feet of metal roof and about 50,000 square feet of siding on the schools that needed to be cleaned. So I calculated out what we needed to make, sent it over, and we should hear back something in the next few days. It's very exciting. Hopefully we get the go ahead. If so, then in about 30 days from the point of that contract being executed, we can get started. So it is going to be a good one if we get it, and pretty excited about it. And that is a great way to start our year off. As always, thank you for watching, but more importantly, have a great day.